After the global community was impacted by a severe pandemic, the importance of healthcare and healthcare technology fields is felt more than ever before. In recent years, healthcare has become an integral part of the business ecosystem in India. While healthcare itself is a noble profession and majorly contributes to humanity, the successful healthcare entrepreneurs are making a valuable contribution to the national economies around the world. MediCircle presents Top CEOs of the Healthcare series, where we are featuring healthcare CEOs who are influential role models to share their views about the future of healthcare industry. Hello, I'm Sana Khan and you're watching MediCircle. Today we have with us Mr. Adil Sagir. Adil is a Chief Executive Officer at Medtravo in Delhi with an experience of around 8 years. He is also a mentor of change at Atal Innovation Mission. Hi Adil, welcome to MediCircle.
Thank you, Sana, for that lovely introduction. Thanks.
Okay. Adil, the three major challenges of healthcare industry are affordability, availability, and accessibility. What, according to you, is the solution to eradicate these issues?
So, Sana, if you talk about all these, points, if you talk about affordability, it's really a big challenge on a local level, on the primary level, as well as on a tertiary and secondary level. Because with a population of around more than a billion population, if you talk about the Indian population, we have a long way to go. If you talk about the healthcare infrastructure, if you talk about the affordability, so I think the best way to start. And this cannot be done single-handedly with the government support. I mean, we need more number of entrepreneurs in healthcare who have to solve the local problems in their city, or in their area where they are set up. And this has to be in such a way that whatever service they build up and whatever product they launch, it has to be very affordable, and they have to keep one thing in mind, that they have to provide a better service to the last people who is sitting in a very rural setup in India, and it should be very cheap and accessible. So I think India right now, what it needs, that we need to establish more private healthcare centers, even not only in the big cities, not only in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, but also in the semi-urban and rural setup.
Right.
And the youths of this nation can play a very, very significant role here.
Okay, Adil, how has your journey in the healthcare industry been?
My journey was, it was really great, as because when we started way back in 2013, still we were very clear what we wanted to solve. But if you talk about my success story or my journey, I was focused right from my initial days to solve a problem in the global healthcare scenario. That means we as a team were completely focused to solve medical tourism through technology. So when we started initially, we have helped patients from Africa, and then later on, we have built an online global medical tourism marketplace that would that has helped thousands and thousands of patients to connect them to different healthcare providers, not only in India but to other destinations in the world as well.
Right.
Yes, so it has been a journey. We have seen a lot of ups and downs, struggles, but success as well.
Okay, we have seen a lot of changes in the way the healthcare industry works due to COVID. What, according to you, will be the future of healthcare now?
No, that's a very good question you have asked, because post-COVID have changes a lot of things. Right. It's not only about the affordability; it's the way the services is being offered. So when I say that, that means the technology will play much more greater and better role to impact a lot of lives. Suppose I'll talk in both the contexts. So if you talk about the Indian consumers or the Indian patients. Patients sitting in the rural area, or maybe semi-urban area, the greatest challenge is to have access of a super specialist doctors, or surgeons in the area. So 95% of the patients, they have to travel to big metros and to different parts of India for their medical treatment or for any kind of major surgery. So so telemedicine now has become a very, very integral part in the healthcare ecosystem, and the demand of the telemedicine will eventually grow. That means, with the internet with the internet penetration, even in the semi-urban area and rural area of India, most of the people are coming online, and they wanted to use the tools and technologies so that they can even talk to the doctors online in real time. So I think people even in the semi-urban and rural area, they wanted to use technology in a good way. The only thing is that we as a company have to make sure, or we as a person have to make sure that the technology is very efficient, easy to use, and it should be affordable and reach to millions of consumers sitting in the rural area. So that is what the real change can happen. And post-COVID has given us an enormous opportunity, to solve all those problems bit by bit.
Right. Okay, Adil, India's total healthcare spending is at 3.6% of GDP, which is very less compared to other developed countries. Do you think it's high time India needs a generous amount of spending in the healthcare sector?
Yeah, of course. This has been an issue since past so many decades, and India have to now seriously think about this to spend a good amount of percentage in the GDP.
Right.
Especially about the healthcare spendings. And then only we can have more people enrolling in the national schemes which is being launched by the state governments or the central governments.
Right.
And then only if this can happen, then only more and more number of private and government models can come up in huge way in different states. So I think we have to do it very soon, because in COVID, what we have realized that still we have performed much more better than the other countries in the world, but still it's a long way to go when we talk about the
healthcare
affordability and the per capita spending from one family. A lot of people go into poverty, just because they don't have that money to spend for the surgery. So all the things have to be seriously looked upon, and I'll again say that even we as an entrepreneur have to work very closely with the state governments, but state governments and the governments have to work very closely and give an opportunity to young people building the products and services for India. We have to create a policy and framework that it's like it should be much more open and flexible, so that more and more people can work very closely with the governments to launch a product or service in their city. And it can only happen when the atmosphere will be very open and free and flexible.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adil, for coming to our show and sharing your valuable time and insights with us. It has been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Sana. It's my pleasure as well. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day.